Hey guys, it's Aladdin from Total Padel, and today we are so lucky to be here in La Maso Padel Club in Madrid, where Babolat headquarters are located, to discover the magic behind these amazing rackets. And I think we are meeting Patricia right now. How are you doing?
Hello,
nice
welcome,
to see
Aladdin.
you. It's a big pleasure to be here with you today.
Welcome.
And I'm curious, I have a question. Why Madrid?
Okay, so Madrid, center of Spain, center of padel, and La Maso, a padel club, because we need to be close to our players to really understand their needs and develop the best equipment for them.
That's super nice. I'm seeing also a lot of Babolat branding around the club.
Yes, so we have rackets, we have shoe, the court of LeBron, but we can show you the courts.
That would be super nice. Come on, let's go?
Yes, let's go. So now I'm going to introduce you Edurne.
Okay.
She's our product line manager for Rackets at Babolat.
Hello.
So I let you with her. Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
So this is the Air Viper prototype that we were testing right now in the court.
Okay. That's super interesting. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to ask you all the time, like, how do you play test the rackets when you create a new one?
Yeah, indeed, we have three different kind of tests that we are doing with the racket during the development.
Yeah.
One of it is the playtest that we do in the court with different consumers that we think can be the target of the racket.
Okay.
And sometimes also with consumers that maybe are not the main target of that racket, giving another kind of visibility to the project that we are doing.
Okay.
Really important for us because they are testing at the end what we think it's going to be the best for them on the court.
Okay.
We have also other tests, like in the lab. For example, in the lab we are doing durability tests with the rackets and also different testing process to see the quality of the racket, but also the performance that it's going to have. Saying also that if the supplier are making good the racket, it had the specifications that we want and so on. So let's say that these tests are before the play test with the consumer. Yeah. So taking account that everything is okay.
Yeah.
You know, really
Sure. Is it a lot of back and forth between what you want and the factories that are making the product at the end?
Normally, yes. Not only with the factory, but also with my engineers are not here in Madrid, are in Lyon, that we are based.
Yeah.
But it's because we are really picky on what we want for the consumer. So everything starts from the scratch.
Yeah.
Normally with a workshop with some consumers playing already with some of our rackets.
Yeah.
Just to see what we need to find. And then I propose to engineers some kind of characteristics that I want in the racket. And then is let's say, this kind of work between the supplier and the engineers trying to have the best racket.
Yeah, I can imagine also that many pro players, they went to this court, right?
Yeah.
To play test the rackets.
Yeah, totally. It's really important for us to take into account our pro players. Yeah. For example, you know that LeBron has his own range and he's always testing his racket because at the end, the racket that LeBron is playing with is exactly the same as the racket that we are selling right now.
That's good to know. Yeah.
So it's really important for us to keep their concept of the racket and to sell exactly the same for the consumer that want to be like one at the end.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Edurne, for all of these information. It was super nice to know.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you.
I think right now we can talk a little bit more about the strategy that Babolat has followed during all this year in the padel range.
Okay.
So the best person to do so is Fred, that is our strategic man.
Okay.
So let's go to the office.
Okay, let's go.
Here we are.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, Aladdin, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Welcome to Madrid.
They told me you are the expert over here.
Yes.
Okay. So what are you showing us today? I mean, I'm seeing a lot of archive already.
Yes, let me introduce maybe this one.
That's
the first
cool.
racket.
Okay.
You'll see round shape, old design.
Yeah.
Soft touch.
You know, it's not that round here. It feels like oval.
Yes, a round as the tennis racket.
Yeah.
With a sweet spot in the center, just a touch, just to touch the ball, put the ball in the right place and no more.
Okay. Yeah.
No power. And after, we develop a more powerful racket.
Yeah.
For example, this one in 2014. Yes, the same name than the tennis racket. Blue color is a powerful and precision racket, is a versatile racket.
Yeah.
But really the first one and the historic racket, if you know now the racket of Juan LeBron, is the Viper. But the first Viper in 2013 is this one.
Okay.
With a diamond shape for power.
The colors of the Spanish flag.
Yes,
Also.
also.
Wow. Okay.
And
The new LeBron.
yes, the new,
The first LeBron.
the first Juan LeBron.
And it's actually
Viper carbon.
it's the first Viper. I mean, I call it LeBron because LeBron was playing with it.
Yes, is his racket.
Yeah. I see. His
Yes,
the signature
it's
also
here.
over
For
here.
example, we customize
Oh. Okay.
with
Also,
racket.
he broke it, right? Okay.
And at this moment, we decided also to innovate,
Yes.
to propose other solution. For example, with this one, we have the new all pattern system
Yeah.
to improve the power in the racket. Like, for example, in tennis, the string pattern.
Yeah.
You have some different string pattern.
Yeah. Also,
In
the shape
paddle,
is special,
yes.
right? It's one of the.
Yes, special diamond because it's a form when we put the sweet spot in the upper part.
Yeah.
You have more, not inertia, but you have more power because the contact of the ball is in this part. And
Yeah.
you have more power thanks to shot the ball here.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Yeah, maybe you want to show us also what is inside the racket if you have it somewhere.
Yes, we have some materials, different materials for each typology of player, for the needs, the benefit, etc. Materials, so we have also foam inside the noodle of the racket.
Yeah.
So let me show if you want.
Yeah, that would be super nice. I'll put this one here.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't want to break it. Yeah, after you.
Also Lamborghini
The
racket.
Lambo. That's a super beautiful racket, by the way. And I think also in terms of carbon and materials, it's a bit different, right?
It's a little bit different, but the carbon is a motor. It's the first motor of the racket.
Okay.
We have two motors.
Yes.
The material, the carbon, fiberglass, etc.
Yes.
And we have also inside
Yeah,
the
the
racket,
core, yeah.
we have the foam.
Okay.
But with the first material, we have some materials. We have a fiberglass,
Okay.
looks like a transparent white, and we have some carbon, not just one, some carbon.
Okay. Yeah.
But each carbon is a rigidity. If you look at the racket, in some racket you have a very big square,
Yeah, that's true.
and here this one
The very
small
small one.
square.
Yeah.
When you heard some person, yes, I want a 3K carbon, I
Yes.
want a 12K carbon, etc., etc.
Yeah.
3K is a very small square.
So you know the type of carbon depending on the dimensions of the square, right? Not
To
always.
recognize the carbon,
Yes.
you can look
At the
dimension
dimensions of the square. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Why? Because, for example, this one is a 3K,
Okay.
3,000 filaments.
Filament. Yeah. Yeah.
This one, the bigger square,
Yeah.
you have
16,
16,000 filaments.
Okay.
The difference
Yeah.
is the rigidity.
Yeah.
This one is stiffer
Okay.
because the carbon is more compact,
Okay.
only with 3,000.
Yeah.
This one is stiffer to compare with
the
fiberglass,
fiberglass.
but is softer to compare
With the 3K. Okay.
So with this one, the reactivity
Yeah.
is faster to
Yeah.
compare with this one.
Okay.
Are two powerful material,
Yeah.
but here
The 3K
more
is
reactivity,
even more.
and here maybe in the segment of the carbon is the more comfortable carbon.
Okay. And what about the foam? I mean, if you look inside of it,
Yes.
this is.
You have a foam inside.
Okay.
The foam
Yeah,
is the
makes sense.
second
Okay.
engine. If you compare to the tennis,
Yeah.
is the string.
Okay. I see.
You have a soft foam
Yeah.
and you have a stiff foam. Soft foam maybe is when you string your racket at 20, 22.
Okay.
And we have a hard foam when you string your racket at 28 or 30 kilograms.
Yeah.
The reactivity with the hardest foam, the reactivity is the best.
Okay.
And the powerful. And with a soft foam, normally the soft foam is a white foam in the market.
Yeah.
With a softer, you have more control and more comfort.
Good.
So,
Okay.
I repeat, it's like the string.
Okay.
But
yeah,
really, the engine is the combination the foam
and
with the material.
The material of the surface.
And the best is to taste.
Okay. Fred, thank you very much for all of these information. It was super nice.
Thank you for your visit.
Thanks, and we wish you a lot of luck and success in the future. Thank you. Guys, if you need any Babolat racket or anything related to paddle, check us out at totalpadel.com.